Hello, my name is Shirley. Thank you so much for being here today and joining me for our preventative yoga flow. I'm really honored that you're here with me today. I'd like to introduce to you a few things before we get started. So first thing is, I'd like you to have a yoga block. We're going to use it in our practice. Or maybe if you have 2 yoga blocks, even better. If you don't have a yoga block, maybe take a folded towel or a pillow or a blanket. And next, I'd like to introduce to you the 4 parts of the breath. So when we take a breath in, we breathe in and out of the nose. When we take a breath in, let's practice this together. Inhale. Pause at the top of the breath. Then slowly exhale out of your nose. Pause at the bottom of your exhalation. And then start again. Inhale. At the top of your breath. Pause. And when you're ready to exhale, slowly exhale. And then pause at the bottom of your exhalation. So I'd like you to keep practicing this type of breath. I'll keep reminding you throughout our practice that we're gonna breathe this way. And slowly from a seated position, we're gonna get started here, taking a breath in, and then slowly exhale as you roll yourself down, all the way to the mat, so laying down in half corpse position. So knees are bent, flat feet on the ground. Use your breath. And place your right hand over your belly and your left hand over your heart. And practice the breath again. And while you're here and relaxing and centering yourself, I would like to introduce you the theme of tolerance. Tolerance starts with yourself, being kind and patient with yourself, and from there, being tolerant to everyone around you and your friends, your family, loved ones, anyone you meet. Practice tolerance. Allow others to speak their truth and listen. Be open to an alternative perspective than the one that you think is right or the one that you're comfortable with. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated. We all have our own journey, and you never know where someone is coming from or what they've been through. So I'm inviting you to be tolerant to them, to everyone. So we're here in half corpse. Now take your arms to your sides. Bring your feet a little closer to you. Single leg raises. Inhale the right leg up, flex your foot, and exhale, hold it here. On your next inhale, take your arms over your head as you lower your right leg towards the ground to hover above the ground, hovering above your mat. Exhale, bring your leg back up and your arms all the way by your sides like we started. Nice. Inhale, lower your leg to the ground to hover and take your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your arms back by your sides and your leg up to the sky. Practice a few more times on your own, linking your breath to your movement, breathing in and out of the nose. Your left foot, press it to the ground, anchor it down. You might feel your abdominals engaging this way and also feeling more grounded. Let's do one more together. Inhale overhead, arms up and leg to hover above the ground. Exhale, bring everything back to center. Keep your arms by your sides. Bend your right knee. Place your right foot gently back on the mat. Inhale, one-legged raises on the left. So left leg extends up. Flex your foot. Exhale and stay. Inhale, lower the leg and as you take your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your leg back up and the arms all the way by your sides. And again, I would like you to practice a few on your own, linking your breath to your movement. Check with yourself how this feels. Are you feeling your abdominals being engaged as you lower your leg? Remember to press your right foot to the ground. Are you feeling a good stretch in your hamstrings, the back of your thigh, in your arms, the lats? Let's go ahead and do one more on the last one together. Inhale overhead, leg down to the ground. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides and the leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee, place your foot on the ground. Bring your right knee to your chest, hug it in with your hand as you extend your left leg down on the ground. Hold here a few moments, pulling the knee towards the right armpit to get a little deeper into the stretch. Breathing in and out of your nose. Take your right arm to the ground, all the way down to the side, and with your left hand over your knee or over your shin, take the right knee across the body towards your left. Go to the lowest point and keep your right shoulder and your right shoulder blade and your right arm on the ground. Keep breathing. Hold your position here. And when you're ready, slowly turn your head over your right shoulder. Look over your right shoulder to increase the breath and the twist in the body. Twisting is always good for us. It helps to cleanse the body. And slowly return to the center. Bring your knee back to your chest. Face up. And switch your legs. So left knee to the chest and extend your right leg all the way straight. Pulling the left knee, pull it towards your left armpit this time. But at the same time, I'd like you to keep your ears away from the shoulder. No tension in the shoulders or neck. Breathing in and out of the nose. Take your left arm to the side and with your right hand, take the left knee across the body, slowly to the right side, to the lowest point that you can reach. No worries if your leg stays up. If you need to make any adjustment, you can maybe extend the leg, or you can use your yoga block by placing the block under your foot, if you'd like to raise the ground a little bit. And look over your left shoulder. And keep breathing here, enjoying this wonderful stretch, spinal twist and supine. And slowly come back to center, hug your knee in. And I'd like you to bring your right knee to your chest as well. Hug both knees into the chest, Lapanasana. You can also rock side to side on your back. And come to stillness. Pick up your legs a little higher and your knees above your hips. Reverse tabletop. Arms go out to the sides to a T. Inhale, lower your legs to the right as one unit in a 90-degree angle. And exhale, bring the legs back to center. Stay here for an inhale. Now exhale, lower your legs to the left. And inhale, bring your knees back to center. And I'd like you to do a few more on your own. So you want to exhale when you lower your legs to the right. And exhale when you bring your legs back to center. To the side. Other side. So keep your legs together as one unit. Try not to have a gap between the knees. The legs are constantly pressing against each other in a gentle way. And another point I would like to point out is when you lower your legs to one side, keep the opposite arm, shoulder, and shoulder blade on the ground. Okay, so if you lower your legs to the right, make sure you're not lifting the left shoulder up. If this is happening, maybe you decrease your range of motion. Okay, and inhale to the side, exhale back to center. And I'd like you to do one more on your own to either side, make it even. And when you finish that last one, hug your knees to your chest. One more time, Lapanasana. Recovering, relaxing, connecting back to the breath. From here, we're going to come up to face the mat on all fours. I'd like to offer two options to come up and get to that position. The first option is rocking, hands over the shins, rocking up and down a few times, and then coming up to seated and then facing down on hands and knees. Let me show you this way. Or you can also, from this position, roll to one side, and with the top hand, you're gonna push yourself up, and then from here, bring yourself to all fours. In all four, tabletop position, knee should be below the hip, wrist below the shoulder. So align yourself this way, and tabletop back. Spread your fingertips wide, or your fingers wide on your mat, relaxing the top of the feet. Hold this position. Check how you feel in your body. As simple as this position might look, we can actually feel the work, how we're strengthening our shoulders and our upper body. We're strengthening our core. Inhale, cow stretch, meaning lifting the tailbone up, arching the back, chest forward, gaze forward. Exhale, cat stretch, reversing that, rounding the back, tucking the chin down, separates the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, micro bend your elbows, start to bring your eyes forward, arch your back, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat stretch, separating the shoulder blades apart. A few more on your own, linking your breath to movement. Inhale when you cow, and exhale when you cat. Uh-oh, did I say cat? Let's do one more together. Cow, inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. And from cat position, open your knees wide, mat width apart. Bring your big toes together and slowly sit back all the way to your heels. Slide your hands forward towards the top of your mat and bring your chest down to the mat. Rest your chin or your forehead down on your mat. Child's pose. Relaxing here in child pose, again connecting to our breath, connecting to being present. And as you hold this position of child's pose, this is what I was referring to earlier. If you need to take a break at any time, you can come back to child's pose and reconnect with the breath, center yourself, and rest if you need it. From here, we're going to walk our hands to the right. So take your hands to the right, but I'd like you to stay seated on your heels. So go to the side as much as you can, as long as you are seated on your heels. You can rest your head on the back of your neck. Lateral stretch in child's pose. Slowly walk back to center. And walk over to your left. Again, stay as low as you can to your heels. And arms to the side as much as you can. Really feeling that stretch in your side body, your lats, your waist, all the way down to the hip. And then from here, slowly walk back to center. Small baby steps with our hands. And coming up on all fours again. Align your knees again, knees below the hips. Tabletop position. Okay, coming up to kneeling, take your right foot forward and lean forward, knee above the ankle. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your right arm and rotate to your right side, keeping the left arm engaged and reaching to the wall in front of you. And with your right arm, you're reaching to the wall behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Arms all the way up overhead. And exhale again. Rotate to your right. You can follow your hand with your eyes. Inhale, coming back to center. Reaching up, extending the back. Exhale, lower your arm and rotate to your right. Look over your right shoulder, reaching from wall to wall. And inhale, go up, up, up. One more time together. Exhale, rotate, rotate, rotate. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands back to the mat. Tuck your toes under of your left foot. Pick up your knee above the ground. Low lunge. Step your left foot by the side of your right foot. So you can take baby small steps, 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 and align your feet together. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands over the shins, belly in, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold again. Rest your head. Maybe shake your head no. Stretching the neck. And then nod your head yes. Gently, slowly. And from here, slowly roll yourself all the way up. Mountain pose on an inhale. Exhale, Samastiti, equal standing pose. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Inhale, all the way up to mountain pose again. Stay at the top of your mat. Exhale, arms to the side. Swan dive down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands again on the shins. Gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. I'd like you to step your right leg all the way back to a low lunge and softly place your right knee on the mat. Relax the back of your foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms up all the way. Exhale, now we're going to lower the left arm all the way up to the side and behind us and gaze over the left arm and shoulder. Inhale, back to center, all the way up. Exhale, rotate sideways and back. I'd like you to try 2 more on your own. Just reminding you to keep your knee above your ankle and that you're leaning forward and feeling a wonderful stretch in your hip flexor, the right hip flexor. And make sure that you're not collapsing forward towards your knee. Okay, so you want to be more aligned again with the knee above the ankle. And then lift your arms up on an inhale. Fingertips reaching to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tucking the right toes under, stepping the right foot by the left foot. You can take small baby taps, taps and steps until your feet are together. Or if it's in your practice, stepping all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shin. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose all the way to standing. From here, Samastiti, exhale, equal standing pose, palms together to the heart center. Take your arms by your sides. Heel toe your feet. We're going to widen our stance, so widen your stance. Feet are parallel to the sides of our mat, so come to the center and face me this way. So wide leg stance. Inhale, arms up to the side, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, Prasarita Padotandasana, forward fold. Exhale, all the way down. Reach with your hands towards your mat. And here is the time where your block or blocks can come in handy. If you need to raise the ground, you can grab, if you have one block, maybe use one block. If you have two blocks, one under each hand. So there's your option. Okay, and we are here in a wide-legged forward fold. And if you need to modify this, you can bend your knees. And if this is still very, very challenging to reach the ground, what you can do is maybe stay here with your hands over your hips, over your thighs, over your shins, just not on top of your knees. You want to be nice and gentle to your knees. So I invite you to stay here a little longer and connect back with your breath. If you are able to go a little lower, aim the crown of your head towards the ground. See, I have the yoga block here. I can also turn it to the side, the higher side of it, and see if I can reach with the crown of my head to the block. But if this is not in your practice today, don't worry about it and do whatever works for you. Stay here a little longer, feeling the wonderful stretch in the hamstrings, the back of the thighs, the back, the lower back. We're also strengthening our muscles here at the same time that we're stretching them. Stay here a few more breaths. I'd like to remind you our theme for today of tolerance. Tolerance is accepting differences in other people. It is thinking it's okay you are different than me. If you need a break, you can come up. Otherwise, I'd like to invite a rotation. Slightly micro bend the knees, planting our feet to the ground. Take your right hand and wrap it around your left ankle. Take your left arm to the sky. So adding a twist, rotation to our big stretch. Bring it back to center. Other side. Left hand over the right ankle. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Exhale, bring everything back to center. Toe heel your feet. Bring your feet closer together. And come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back with your right and your left. And softly, from a high plank position, knees down on the mat, back of the feet on the mat, and come to a seated position. And from a seated position, more comfortably, we're going to roll down again as we did in the beginning. I'd like you to inhale, arms by your side. Exhale, round the back and slow and controlled movement down back to the mat. And once you're all the way down on your mat, hug your knees to your chest, Lapanasana. Have your hands over your shins and a gentle circle of the legs about 3 times towards one direction. And then 3 times to the other direction. This should feel good on the lower back. It's like giving ourselves a self-back massage. And then come to stillness, hugging the knees to the chest. Extend your legs up on an inhale. And on the exhale, cross your legs at the thighs. Shoelace stretch. So we're going to bend the knees. Go ahead and bend your knees, folding the legs together. Reach with your left hand to your right foot and with your right hand to your left foot, and all the way down to the ground. Relax your head, shoulders away from the ears. So let's pull our elbows towards the ground to increase the stretch, to feel more of a stretch in our glutes. And crossing our legs after we had our legs wide open. Hold this position a few times. Breathe in and out of your nose. Inhale, both legs up, releasing the legs. And let's do the other side. So cross the other leg over. Fold the knees together and reach to your feet. Pulling the elbows towards the ground. Okay, I'll play with you later. Shoulders away from the ears. Hold this stretch a few more times. A few more breaths. That's what I mean. Oh, hi, sweetheart. She just wants to be by my side. And slowly release and cross your legs. Extend your legs all the way on the mat and shake them out a little bit. Just shaking them out, releasing any tension. Bend your knees, flat feet on the ground again. You're really going to sleep here. Now take your right leg and cross it over your left. Like you're sitting on a chair, so no gap between the legs, just here, crossed legs. Take your arms to the sides. Push yourself to a bridge position. Left foot is at the bottom, and we're going to push up. Twist your hips to your left, and lower your hips to the ground. Pick up your left foot and lower your legs, your feet, your knees, everything to the left side. Right arm on the ground, look over your right shoulder. Hold this stretch for a few breaths. Going back to a twist, feeling how it's a wonderful stretch for our obliques and our lower back. Focus on your breath again, relax. Look over your right shoulder. So twisting the body to 2 different directions. Take a breath in, inhale. Exhale, come back to the center. Come back with your hips, uncross your legs, hug both knees to your chest for a moment, Lapanasana. Flat feet on the ground again. Left leg over the right, narrow, no gap between the legs, crossed legs. Right foot presses to the ground. Inhale, lift your hips to a bridge position. Exhale, twist your hips to the right. Lower yourself down gently to the mat. Pick up your right foot and lower your knees, your feet, your legs all the way to the right. Once you're there, slowly look over your left shoulder. Again, twisting the body. Just like a wet towel, we're wringing the water out of the towel. We're wringing the toxins out of our bodies, right? When we twist. Anchor yourself to the ground, shoulders are relaxed. Looking again over the right arm. One more deep breath. And exhale, slowly return back to center. Flat foot, adjust your hips, uncross your legs. One last time, Lapanasana, my favorite stretch, can you tell? Rock on your back, side to side. And we're gonna come to seated position again. So again, you have the option of rock and rolling up and down to seated, or roll to your side and come up to seated. Now is a good time to use the block or the blanket or the pillow, whatever you're using. I'm gonna grab my block. So I'm gonna be seated right over my block. Cross your legs if you're joining me this way. And we're gonna talk about breath. So any way you'd like, adjust your seat and sit this way so you're ready to work on your breath. Okay, this is a different type of breath than what we did in the beginning. So this next breath is called 1 to 2 ratio pranayama. Pranayama meaning the breath. So what it means is we're gonna choose a number, and let's choose for the sake of this practice the number 3. And then we're gonna choose the number 6. So it's always double, okay? 1 to 2 ratio, 3 to 6. 3 counts on an inhalation. We're gonna take a breath in through the nose in a second. We're gonna pause and we're gonna exhale slowly for 6 counts, okay? Let's practice. Take an inhale through your nose and count to 3. You can count out loud or in your mind, silently. Pause at the top of your breath and slowly exhale for 6 counts. Again, inhale 3 counts. Pausing at the top and exhale for 6 counts. So the exhalation, please proceed, is longer than the inhalation, right? So when we exhale, think about exhaling through a straw. So it's a very slow, precise exhalation. Go ahead and practice a few more on your own. Please proceed with your breath practice. If your knees are uncomfortable and for some reason you're not comfortable with the way you're seated, you can also transition back to supine, to facing up on your mat, laying down, or just change the way you're sitting, okay? But the goal is to, if you are seated, then your back is straight and your chest is open, shoulders away from the ears, you're relaxed, and your back, again, is extended, your chest is open. So while you're practicing your breath, I'd like to add a quote that is related to tolerance, our theme for today. Tolerance is the ability to forgive those who tend to speak before thinking. And this quote is by Catherine Pulsifer. Okay, so one more breath again. Inhale for 3. Pause and exhale for 6. And then if you are seated with me here, come off your block or your pillow. And I'd like to invite you for a guided meditation, laying back down as we were before, all the way on the mat to Shavasana. Legs are extended, heels are towards the edges of the mat, arms by your sides, palms are facing up, relaxing any tension in the body. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Maybe turn your head gently to one side and then to the other side. And then back to center. I invite you to close your eyes and stay where you're most comfortable. If you prefer, you can always do this guided meditation in a seated position, and then you would probably want to use a block or a pillow to raise the ground and sit more comfortably off the ground, because we're going to be here for a few moments. So relaxing down any tension in the body. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, relaxation, invite it in. And exhale, kindness. So the meditation I'm about to share with you is a loving kindness meditation to invite and encourage compassion towards yourself and towards others. So keep breathing without really thinking of anything in specific at the moment, and just listen to my voice. Again, eyes are closed. Everything in the body is relaxed. Ivy is joining our meditation today. Generate in your mind and your heart feelings of kindness. Begin by observing the next several breaths and develop kindness and love towards yourself. And then progressively towards others and all beings, all the living things. Silently repeat to yourself a few times. May I be happy. May I feel love. May I be peaceful and at ease. So you can repeat that to yourself again. May I be happy. May I feel love. May I be peaceful and at ease. And now I'd like to offer you the same mantra, the same blessing to a good friend of yours. Someone who has always been supportive of you and has always been there for you. Someone who you care about and love and feel a lot of good vibes towards, who has always been good to you. May you be happy. May you feel love. May you be peaceful and at ease. Repeat that a few more times. And now, I'd like to invite you to think of a neutral person and give them the same blessing. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May you feel love. May you be happy, peaceful, and at ease. You can say it out loud, or you can say it silently within. And now I'd like you to invite someone who is a difficult person. Maybe someone you had a disagreement or an argument recently. Someone who you can have tolerance towards, and even though you might be at difference, you still offer them positive vibes and a blessing. May you be happy. May you be loved. May you be peaceful and at ease. Repeat. And lastly, I'd like to offer this blessing to the entire universe. May everyone be happy. May everyone feel love. May everyone be in peace and at ease. May everyone be happy. May everyone feel love. May everyone be peaceful and at ease. I invite you to start slowly moving your extremities. Maybe start with your feet. Flex and point your toes. Spread your toes apart. Maybe circle your feet around your ankles to one direction and reverse to the other direction. And now our hands, the wrist, circle your hands around your wrist. Open your hands wide, fingertips apart or fingers apart, and then close your fist. And repeat that a few times, bringing breath and life back to our hands and to the rest of the body. Slowly blink open your eyes. Take an inhale, arms over your head, reaching with your fingertips over the top of your head to the wall behind you, and with your toes to the wall below you or in front of you this way. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, arch your back, rib cage lifts. Exhale, release everything to the mat. And slowly come up to seated position. You can bend the knees and roll to your side, or rock and roll up and down like we've done before. And I will meet you in a seated, comfortable position, maybe easy seat. Thank you so much for joining me today through our preventative yoga flow. I had a wonderful time guiding you through this practice. Very enjoyable. And again, I'm thankful for you being here with me. And I'd like you to practice yoga and offer you to practice yoga as much as you can on a daily basis. And know that I'm here and you can reach me. And I offer personal yoga sessions as well. Please reach out to me if you'd like to learn more about that. And in the meantime, let's bring our hands to our heart center. Take a breath in, inhale. The light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste. Hope to see you again soon.